Ecuador is famous for big volcanoes. While you might want to train to climb Cotopaxi or Cayambe, climbing up above 19,000 feet is definitely not for everybody. So here are my favorite 3-day hikes in Ecuador for those who are looking for something a little bit more doable. Right next to the remote Andean village of Quilotoa is the beautiful Laguna De Quilotoa. All right, got a good night's sleep here in one of the highest towns in all of Ecuador. I'm in Quilotoa, above 12,000 feet. Today I'm going to go out and hike all the way around the crater of Laguna De Quilotoa. Oh, just a short little hike here up to the rim. Already a little bit out of breath though, as I'm at 12,500 feet. Look at this morning. You can see all the peaks off in the distance there. And this is one of the postcard views, one of the most spectacular places in all of Ecuador. So pretty special to have the entire place here with these 360 views. As I make the loop, I'm gonna go counterclockwise to hopefully get more of the climbing out of the way in the first half of the loop, and then finish up hopefully with a little bit more downhill. But as you can see, there's going to be some ups and downs along the rim here for sure, all the way along. So even though I've been at 9,000 feet in Quito and up to 19,000 feet yesterday with Cotopaxi, still getting a little winded here as I'm making my way straight uphill on one of the steep sections here of the crater route. All right, I am here at the highest point of the entire loop. This is the Pico más alto del Grater. Yep, highest one on the crater here. At, just under 13,000 feet like I expected. Really nice views here. Oh my gosh, of the lake behind me. Check it out. Oh, it's just a perfect day out here. I can see my breath just a tiny bit, so it's probably about 40 degrees Fahrenheit, maybe 3-4 degrees Celsius, but as long as I keep moving, I'm staying warm here. And the views are just spectacular. I'm probably getting towards the halfway point as I started on the far side there, where you can see the trail kind of coming down to the huts down by the water. So it's really nice out here. So I'm about 2/3 the way around the loop here. Some parts of the trail are pretty easy, some parts are kind of a little bit slick and steep, but overall it's a good trail. I think I've got maybe a couple more. I think it's maybe about a 6 or 7 mile loop. I haven't really added too much on, but just enjoyed the loop today, and thankfully the views have stayed good pretty much the entire way, and not super cloudy, so I can still see the entire laguna. So for the last quarter or so of the loop here, I've chosen to come down into the crater a little bit to get a different perspective, which is nice. I'm hoping the trail doesn't drop down too much here, so I don't have to climb up more than like 1,000 feet to get back up and out of the crater. But if I do, I do. Nice to get a different angle though from being down inside the crater. I feel like I'm grading some of my Spanish students' projects here when they use Google Translate. Sigue el sendero sounds pretty good. Go the trail, not so much. Gotta protect the trail. I know. I know. All right, so I'm coming back to where I started here. Almost 7 miles round trip, door to door from my guest house, finishing up the beautiful Quilotoa loop. Pretty much everyone just comes out to the lookouts here, so I'd recommend doing the whole loop. Nice to get away from the people that come out for the day and that pretty much are right here by the beginning of the trail. Really recommend this one. I've gained and dropped about 2,000 feet. I went down into the crater quite a ways back down there, but for the most part, I've stayed up on the rim and the views have been gorgeous. I recommend coming in the morning so you have better weather, better chance of having good weather, and really spectacular. Not too hard of a hike, but I don't know, pretty doable. Oh, here's a llama to welcome me in back into town here. Hello, hello. But yeah, definitely a great route. For someone who likes hiking, I would think this would be pretty doable in a half day for you, and I've loved it. I mean, look at these views I've had the entire way. What's not to like? ¿Viene con qué? ¿Con papas o con arroz o ensalada?
Si gusta, si es que no gusta papa, podemos papa frita y cuye y arroz y ensalada.
He started talking to me when I was walking by to see if I was hungry, and I was hungry after running the 7 mile loop there around the Laguna De Quilotoa. So second cuy here in the last couple of days, so this one was pretty good. Oh, I spent half my life in transport. For the second of my favorite 3-day hikes in Ecuador, we'll go down to Cuenca. Trying to get down to Cuenca, got dropped off on the side of the road in a rainstorm here, and patiently waiting for someone to help me out, / a bus to come. Cuenca has a beautiful downtown area loaded with churches. All right, welcome to Cuenca. According to a lot of Ecuadorians, the most beautiful city in the entire country. The city is very walkable and also maintains some interesting traditions, such as the limpia or cleansing in the central market. here in the main market in Cuenca. They only do it Tuesdays and Fridays, about 5 or 10 minutes of scrubbing you down with all kinds of herbs, plants, flowers, an egg, I think some charcoal. Son como 8 horas de avión.
Para México.
Para México. Tampoco le... Tal vez 7. That was quite the experience. Just a 45-minute bus ride outside of Cuenca is the amazing Cajas National Park. All right, so I'm here with my friend Camille. We are at Cajas National Park, about 45 minutes outside of Cuenca, Ecuador. Looks absolutely spectacular here. Kind of reminds me of parts of New Zealand. Should be a beautiful day exploring one of the prettiest national parks in the whole country. So we are making our way up here towards Cerro San Luis, which is up above 14,000 feet, about 4,300 meters. Even though I've been at altitude pretty much the last couple weeks, you still feel it a little bit. Hiking straight up kind of these grassy hills, so got a little ways to go, definitely, till we make it from the lagunas all the way up to the summit there. Wow, this trail is just stunning. Absolutely beautiful. Looking down, supposedly there's about 22 lakes here in the national park. I think I'm looking down at maybe 5 or 10 right now. All right, made it up to the top. La Cumbre de Cerro San Luis. 14,100 feet, 4,300 meters, más o menos. Nicely done, huh? Good job. Well done. Woohoo! All right. So we've made our way down from Cerro San Luis. We're on the pink route, La Ruta Rosada, and we'll see where it takes us. It should show us some of the pretty lagoons here. We're gonna kind of do a point-to-point, hopefully, and make our way out kind of the other end of the park. I'm having to fight through a few of these big grassy areas to keep my shoes dry. I got my trail running shoes, so I'm trying to keep them dry. We're going through these marshy areas here, so trying my best. All right, we've made our way through Cajas National Park, through about, what, 8 or 10 of the beautiful lagunas there, up to the big cerro, which had some nice views, back down to the highway. See if we can hitch a ride or get on the bus to get back to Cuenca here. Really a beautiful day. For the final of my 3 favorite day hikes in Ecuador, we'll go up to the north to Otavalo, a town made famous for one of the most important Andean markets on the continent. It's a rainy Saturday morning here in Otavalo, but still gonna go out and check out one of the biggest markets in the entire country. And walking through the countless stalls is a cultural highlight of any visit to Ecuador. Fun to check out the market with so few people here this morning. It's raining, it's early, so all the tourists haven't really got here yet. Mostly Ecuadorian tourists really right now, though, not many foreigners in the country, so yeah, fun to have the market pretty much to myself. Just about an hour outside of Otavalo lies the Laguna De Cuicocha, another stunning high-altitude crater lake. We are at 10,000 feet, always at high elevation, seems like here in the mountains in Ecuador. Should be a cool loop all the way around. It says about 8.4 miles. Might be a little less, a little more, depending on if I can shortcut it or if I add on a little bit more. And should take me all the way around La Laguna De Cuicocha with the 2 islands in the middle. Should be absolutely gorgeous as the rain has stopped here. Looks like we're gonna have a dramatic day with the clouds kind of moving across, so let's go check it out. Ooh, another beautiful morning for some trail running. Almost nobody out. Beautiful views. It is a Saturday, so I'll expect to see some people when I get back to the parking lot, but on the trail, nobody so far. This trail takes you through some of these tunnel-like kind of groves of just all this growth. Loving these views, trying to take advantage of them here before any of these clouds roll in, as clouds are moving quickly from this direction towards the lake. I'm about 5 miles in here to the 8-mile route, supposedly. You can see the boats taking people around the 2 islands down below. I'm just amazed. I saw 1 couple at the beginning and 2 indigenous ladies picking berries along the way, and that is it. So basically nobody out here. Awesome. All right, so I'm almost 7 miles in to the loop here. Should be down to my last mile or 2, and not quite sure where the trail is going, but weaving through some of these farmers' land here, and hopefully I can make my way back to where I started. All right, 8 miles on the dot, right about, what, 12 or 13 kilometers. Gorgeous loop. Weather held out for me. Drizzled a little bit there in the last mile, but oh, absolutely love it. Highly recommended. This one in Quilotoa, absolutely fantastic. After finishing up the Laguna De Cuicocha loop, I was able to hitch a ride back with some friendly locals and make my way down to Otavalo. Gracias, muy amable. Que le vaya muy bien. Adiós. Ooh, nice ride there from a local guy and his wife. Always friendly people here when you're just kind to them and respectful to them. So that wraps up my favorite 3-day hikes in Ecuador. If Feel free to leave any comments or questions down below, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. And thank you for your support as I visit every country in the world.
Woohoo!